All right, here we go. This is lesson 6.9. It's about multi-step percent problems. We're starting in your notes packet on page number 16 here. So just a couple quick notes. Tip is calculated on the amount of service before a tax. Discount would come before tax is calculated. And if you're finding tax and tip, you want to calculate each on the cost of the item or service and then add at the end. So really to kind of make a little bit of sense of this for you, one of the things I need for you to know, and this might be helpful to write down, if you're paying for a service, you're going to calculate the tax on the cost of the service. You're going to calculate the tip on the cost of the service, and then we are going to total all three of these pieces together to get our final total in the end. So services would be if you go to a restaurant, you are seated and you're getting served by your waiter or waitress, so that you would figure out your tip on the actual cost of the meal before the tax gets calculated. That's one of the items. The other thing that we can look at too is if you are looking at an item or a service or a meal or whatever, etc., you are going to calculate the discount first and then tax on the cheaper price. So that's going to be how that's going to work out. And this is what we've been seeing in our sales tax problems all along. So if you have an item, calculate your discount, get the cheaper price, and then calculate the tax on that cheaper price then. So we're going to do a couple examples here just to run through these with you in your notes packet. For the most part, I'm going to be using method 2 just to kind of speed up the process a little bit, so I'm not adding and subtracting the whole time. But if you're a method 1 person, you can still do it that way. You'll just get through a different process the same exact answer. So example 1, we have a store with a boogie board. The regular price is $67. It's on sale for 35% off, and then there's a 7% sales tax. So for step number 1, we're going to do the discount. If I have 35% off, 100% minus 35 means that I'm paying 65% of the original cost. So I'm going to represent that as a decimal and multiply it by the original cost of the boogie board. So 0.65 times 67 is going to give me a sale price of $43.55. So I'm going to label that on my notes here. So $43.55 is the sale price for the boogie board. To find my sales tax now, the tax is 7%, and I'm going to remember we add that on to the 100, so 107%. And I'm going to multiply that by the new, cheaper sale cost of the boogie board. So $43.55 times 1.07 is going to give me $46, and I get 0.598, so that's going to actually round up to 60 cents. So $46.60 is the final cost for the boogie board here. In example number 2, a haircut costs $20. Sales tax is 8%. Is $25 sufficient to cover the haircut with tax and a tip? So this is one of the examples here where we have a service. So I'm going to go ahead and put the $20 haircut in the center. I'm going to figure out my tax, which is 8%, and I'm going to figure out my tip, which I want to be 15%, and then I'm going to go ahead and total it all together. So because I'm trying to find just the individual amounts here, I'm going to actually be using method 1. So for my 8% tax, I'm going to be doing 0.08 times 20, which will give me $1.60. For my tip, I'm going to be doing 0.15 times 20, which is going to give me $3. And for my total then, I have the $20 haircut, $1.60 in tax, and $3 for my tip. And if I add those all together, I have $24.60. So the question says, is $25 sufficient to cover it? So yes, $25 is enough. In example 3, the 7th grade math teachers went for a spa treatment. It cost $42, and they left a 20% tip and paid 6.5% sales tax. How much was their treatment? So again, we have our service, which is $42. We have tax, which is going to be 6.5%. And we have tip, which is going to be 20%. So our tax at 0.065 times $42, and our tip at 0.20 times $42. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply to figure out my tax, and I get $2.73. And the 0.20 times 42 is going to give me an $8.40 tip. So then my total is $42 for the treatment, $2.73 for the tax, and $8.40 for the tip. Adding those three together on my calculator, I get $53.13 then. Example 4. Miss Trizzy and 4 of her friends went to dinner at Chili's. Their bill came to $89.54 before 6% sales tax and a 20% tip. How much did each friend contribute to the total bill? So we have our bill, we have tax, we have tip. So if we're thinking tax and tip have to happen at the same time, so I'm going to go ahead, 6% tax, 20% tip. So I need to go ahead and calculate these. 0.06 times 89.54 and 0.20 times 89.54. So 0.06 I'll do first. And multiplying that, I get $5.37. For the 20% tip, I'm going to get $17.91. And I now need to total these all together. So I have 89.54 plus the 537 plus the 1791. So 5.37, 17.91. Grand total here, $112.82 for the meal, including the tax and the tip. So now it says the final piece, how much did each friend contribute? So it was Miss Terizzi and 4 of her friends, which means that there were 5 people total. So I'm going to take my total bill and I'm going to go ahead and divide it by 5. And after rounding, I get $22.56 per person. So if they were splitting it exactly equally and each wanted to put in the same exact amount of money, that would be their total then. So that's it for, we have example 5 here. Forgot about that one. You saw an ad in Best Buy's Black Friday ad for a TV. It says that the TV is regularly priced $349 and is on sale for 15% off. How much will you pay for the TV with our 6% sales tax? Discount comes before tax. Alphabetical order. So we're going to do the 15% off, which means I'm paying 85% of the original cost of the TV. So I'm paying $296.65. My new tax is my tax is 6%, so 1.06, and that's based off of the new cheaper price that I have here. So times 1.06, I'm going to end up paying $314.45 for the TV with the discount and the sales tax. That then is the end for this lesson with the multi-step percent problems.